Hey folks, my name is Jesse Pence. I'm a relatively new programmer. I've only been working with JavaScript for about a year and a half, but I've really fallen in love with it, and I've been trying my best to learn everything I can. And one thing that really helps me learn is by recording these silly little videos and writing articles, because I try my best to do my research and learn everything and not say anything stupid, but that being said, I probably will. So please let me know in the comments on YouTube and my blog or whatever if I say anything wrong, because the whole point's me learning. But I want to share what I've been working with recently. It's a continuation of my last series of articles where I built this demo where I just made a single page application in a single HTML file. Nothing too crazy, just rudimentary cart, search bar, some terrible themes. 500 lines of HTML, like 420 if you take out the comments. But I just wanted to show, I'm no Luddite. I don't think most people should use this in production, but I think it's important to know how these things work. Even if you use a framework for most things, you should have some idea how they're doing things, right? So you can hopefully help you debug and, I don't know, it's just good for learning, I think. And if not for me, if nothing else. So in this new version, this was driving me a little bit crazy with these 500 lines of code altogether, and it's hard to find stuff. So I knew if nothing else, I wanted to do some classic separation of concerns, but I figured I'd do some extra cool features along the way. And so I did EcmaScript modules with code splitting, some view transitions API to get these cool animations, and then and this is all like local, but then I also wanted to show how you can load in external things like this with over 300 requests. This crazy calendar I built with DateFNS and some library. I know everybody hates loading spinners these days, but is it like this really the end of the world, just having it load for 1 second, when then being able to have our bare HTML at the beginning? This is only like 100 kilobytes because of that picture. You take that out, it's like 12 kilobytes. Like, see JavaScript 12 kilobytes. Yeah. And so I just wanted to explore how all of these things could really, affect the future of JavaScript. As I'm saying, it's a little silly, but I think that, EcmaScript modules, navigation API, view transitions API, these are all things like, those two are only available in Google Chrome right now, but hopefully they'll be available everywhere, and they're really incredible in terms of like what they can make you able to build, a single page application, quote unquote, but like with all the code splitting and everything else, it's really not that bad of a thing. And then with the TypeScript, as you can see with this has all got JS doc annotations. And so I feel like JavaScript's at a bit of a crossroads right now. Everybody's talking about what vanilla JavaScript can and can't do, and what if you need a build step, blah, 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 blah. So I wanted to explore how far you can get without a build step. And so I have the one version that you just saw with JS doc annotations and everything else. It uses import maps for bare import assertions, and it uses the only problem with that is it doesn't have the types for the external libraries, the calendar and everything. So with Deno, it actually locally caches all of that, and it's got a really great developer experience doing all of that. But I was really surprised, but I really don't know if that's the future of web development. Like, we're all pretty entrenched in our build steps at this point, and people are using them to do really incredible things like Astro. So we also have a version with like full TypeScript. We bundle it with Webpack, ESBuild, Rollup, all the big boys, Parcel, and I then go through and then I convert it to Astro, and I just wanted to show like what you can really do with a build step, because they have their proprietary .astro files, and it really lets you do some amazing things. And so Svelte is really cool too. Like that, there's a reason Racheris doesn't think people are going to be using JS docs in their normal apps, because he thinks you're going to build them with Svelte, which requires a build step anyways. Svelte's got great developer experience. You get these awesome things and awesome code splitting. All of that comes for free whenever you just buy into the framework. So, like, do I think the future is this, app that I built? I don't know. But you can come along with me for the journey as we see how both of these apps turn out. And along the way, I do, all of these little demos as I talk about each of these features. Like, this is the view transitions chapter, and as you can see, I really go into detail about each thing. You can click on each thing and go into a code pen, see the CSS and JS, or just like see it blown up in big text like that. And then I have a stack blitz for each one embedded in there, so you can each version of the app, as we go through, you can see how it works with just just a navigation API or just navigation and view transitions. And then it all culminates that we even have this version with Astro, where it's, even if you turn off the JavaScript, it still has the animations in between each page. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's really incredible. And what this all culminates, I don't have enough time to really talk about React, but obviously that's a big part of like build steps and everything. That's going to be a future article, but as a little teaser, I can show you this router that I built for React, where it's got the view transitions API built in, and this is with no CSS whatsoever, as you can see. But if we even bring in this simple CSS right here, I'm no designer. That's one thing you have to remember throughout all of these demos. But even with this simple CSS that I just brought in, then if you go through, you can see, isn't that incredible? Like, that's insane. And this is React. You can do it with disabled JavaScript. View transitions and everything else is going to change. It changes everything. And so, as you can see, I've been working on this for a long time. I thought it was going to be done on April 12th. I was lying to myself. But it's a lot of work has been put into this, and I would really appreciate if you guys could check out some of this stuff I've been doing. I'm going to be doing some more videos as the week goes on, because I don't know, I need to document this insanity I've delved into. And I hope you guys bear with me and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. And just, let me know what you think.